Hello there, English learners. Welcome to another episode of Real World English. I'm Emma, and I hope you're having a fantastic day so far. I actually just got back from a camping trip this weekend where it rained the entire time. My tent was completely soaked.
Hi everyone, I'm Jake, and it's great to be with you again. Oh, Emma, that sounds like quite the adventure. My week was much drier. I finally finished that home renovation project I've been talking about for months. The new kitchen looks amazing, but I never want to see another paint roller in my life.
I can imagine. Well, today we have a really fun and practical topic for all of our intermediate English learners out there. We're going to explore the language of first dates in American culture.
That's right. Dating can be nerve-wracking in your own language and even more challenging when you're speaking in English. Today we'll cover everything from greeting expressions and icebreakers to handling the check at the end of the date.
And the best part? Jake and I will do a role play where we pretend to be on a first date. We'll include all the common phrases and vocabulary you might need, and we'll explain everything along the way.
So whether you're actively dating in an English-speaking country or just want to understand those American romantic comedies better, this episode is for you.
Let's start with some common greeting expressions and icebreakers. When you first meet your date, you might say something like, "It's so nice to finally meet you," if you've been texting before, or "You look great," as a compliment.
Exactly. And remember, Americans often go for a quick hug as a greeting on a date, rather than a handshake, which might seem too formal, or a kiss, which might seem too forward.
Now let's get into our role play. Jake and I are meeting at a casual restaurant for our first date after connecting through a friend. Pay attention to how we greet each other and start the conversation.
Hi, Emma. It's great to finally meet you in person. I was a little worried I wouldn't recognize you from Sarah's description, but your red scarf was a perfect landmark.
Hi, Jake. Yes, I thought it would help you spot me. It's so nice to meet you too. You look just like your profile picture. That doesn't always happen, you know.
That's a relief. I was worried my 5-year-old photo might have been a bit optimistic. Should we grab a table?
Let's pause here and look at what we just heard. I said, "It's so nice to meet you too." This is a very common response when someone says they're happy to meet you. I also gave Jake a compliment by saying, "You look just like your profile picture."
And I used humor to respond to the compliment. When I said, "That's a relief," I was expressing that I'm glad or happy about what Emma said. The phrase, "grab a table," is informal and means, let's go sit down at a table.
Now let's continue with our date and focus on small talk topics and questions. So, Emma, Sarah mentioned you work in graphic design. How did you get started in that field? Yes, I've been a graphic designer for about 5 years now. I originally studied business in college, but I always loved art on the side. Eventually, I took some online courses and made the switch. What about you? Sarah was a bit mysterious about what you do.
I'm a high school science teacher. I teach chemistry and physics to teenagers, which is both challenging and rewarding. I can't imagine doing anything else, though some days the students test my patience.
That sounds fascinating. Do you have any favorite experiments that you do with your students?
Absolutely. There's this one demonstration with sodium and water that always gets their attention. It's quite reactive, literally. What kind of design projects do you enjoy most?
Let's pause again. Did you notice how we're asking follow-up questions to show interest? I didn't just answer Jake's question about my job. I added details about my background and then asked him about his work too.
Right. This back and forth is key to good conversation. Topics like jobs, hobbies, favorite movies or books, and travel experiences are all safe small talk for first dates. Notice we're avoiding controversial topics like politics or religion.
Now let's move on to a common awkward situation, silence during the meal.
So, this pasta is really delicious. Have you eaten here before?
No, it's my first time. I'm really enjoying my salad, though. I love that they use locally grown vegetables. Do you like cooking?
I do, actually. I've been trying to perfect my homemade pizza recipe. The secret is getting the dough just right. Do you cook much?
Let's analyze what happened there. When there was a silence, Jake used the food as a conversation starter. This is a perfect strategy when conversation slows down. Comment on your immediate surroundings or experience.
And Emma picked up the conversation smoothly by answering my question and then asking me a related question about cooking. When you're stuck, remember the acronym F.O.R.D. Family, Occupation, Recreation, and Dreams. These topics usually keep conversation flowing.
Now let's skip ahead to another challenging part of the date, handling the check or bill.
Well, that was a delicious meal. Let me get this.
Oh, we could split it if you'd like. I don't mind paying for my portion.
I'd really like to get this one. Maybe you can get the next one.
That's very kind of you. Thank you. I'll definitely get it next time.
Let's look at the payment vocabulary we just used. Let me get this is a common way to offer to pay the entire bill. When I said get, I meant pay for.
And split it means to divide the cost, with each person paying for their own portion. This is also sometimes called going Dutch. When Jake suggested I can get the next one, he was implying he'd like to see me again, while also being polite about paying today.
Exactly. Now let's look at end-of-date expressions and making follow-up plans. I had a really great time tonight, Emma. Would you be interested in doing this again sometime? Maybe we could check out that new art exhibition you mentioned.
I had a wonderful time too. The art exhibition sounds perfect. I'm free next Saturday afternoon if that works for you.
Saturday works great for me. Should I pick you up around 2?
That sounds perfect. I'll text you my address. I'm looking forward to it.
Me too. Good night, Emma.
Good night, Jake. So in that exchange, we heard several useful phrases for ending a date positively. I had a really great time, or I had a wonderful time. Express that you enjoyed yourself.
And would you be interested in doing this again sometime is a polite way to suggest another date, without putting too much pressure on the other person.
When I said, I'm looking forward to it, I was expressing excitement about our next meeting. This is a positive way to reinforce that you want to see the person again.
Let's quickly review the main vocabulary and phrases we covered today.
For greetings and icebreakers, it's nice to meet you, you look great, and giving specific compliments.
For small talk, asking open-ended questions about work, hobbies, and interests, using the F.O.R.D. topics, family, occupation, recreation, and dreams.
For handling silence, comment on your surroundings, the food, or ask a new question about one of their interests.
For check payment, let me get this, we could split it, going Dutch, and maybe you can get the next one.
And for ending the date, I had a wonderful time. Would you be interested in doing this again? And I'm looking forward to it.
We hope this role play and vocabulary explanation helps you feel more confident navigating first dates in English.
Now it's your turn. We'd love to hear from you. What are your favorite conversation starters for first dates? Do you prefer to split the bill or take turns paying? Share your thoughts in the comments section on our website, realworldenglish.com.
And if you have any questions about the expressions we use today, don't hesitate to ask. Remember, practice makes perfect. So try using some of these phrases in your next English conversation.
Thanks so much for listening to Real World English. We'll be back next week with another practical English conversation scenario. Until then, keep practicing and don't be afraid to make mistakes. They're part of the learning process.
See you next time, English learners.